Hello, hope you're doing well, everyone. Today we are going to be talking about how to bounce a ball. We have one small problem though. I do not have a ball at my house. So in order to make this work, we are going to be using a Target pillow. I know, it's so cute and adorable. Okay, so we are going to be I'm going to do the best I can to dribble the pillow, and you're just gonna have to imagine and use your lovely brains, okay? Alrighty, so step number one, whenever we go to dribble a ball, there's a few things we gotta do at first, okay? So that would be, we have to make sure our fingers, point to your fingers, we got lovely 5 fingers here. We're gonna use one hand for all of these activities, okay? So one hand, you're gonna make sure your fingers are very flexible. They can flop away, okay? Rule number one, you always wanna make sure when you're bouncing a basketball, you always wanna make sure your fingers are moving that ball. You're gonna move it, just like so. You're gonna move that. Your fingers are your friend, okay? You don't want it to be like, you don't want that. You just want, your fingers are bouncing that ball, okay? Cool. Alrighty, number two, you never want a stiff wrist. Your wrist is kind of just here. It's just living at a good pace, okay? You don't want it to be as stiff as a board. Like, I don't see LeBron James ever going like that, okay? No, he bounces the ball like so. So he uses his fingers, a loose grip. He's not too terribly stiff. And you're gonna make sure that ball, whenever that ball comes up, you're gonna push down. Keep pushing down, up, down, okay? So once you've done that, that's step number one, okay? So you are just gonna take a moment with your basketball and you're just gonna practice using that finger and that bouncing. You're gonna just keep going up and down. Also, when you're doing that, I want you to do like a little stance here. Another important thing, you want your knees to be bent. You want your knees to be bent because when you're playing basketball, you need to be able to move. You need to be going like this. So, you're gonna take your pillow, bounce, and maybe if you want, you can move around a little bit too. But just right now, we're just kind of staying right here. Okay, so that's step number one. That's activity number one for you. Okay. Activity number two, you want to make sure. So for the first step we went through was going through the right positioning. The second step is taking it and making sure you're in a good space and just trying that on your own. Okay, so we did that. So step number three, we want to make sure that you can take your ball and bounce it back and forth. And you're going to be going back and forth sideways across your body. You're going to be going, this is a little hard to imagine, but you're going to be bouncing up and take it with this hand, okay? Bounce, hit. So you're going to go hit. Wow, that really didn't work. You're going to go hit, bounce, and then bounce it with the other one. Bounce, bounce. And you're going to be switching hands, okay? I know it's a little hard to imagine, but you're going to take your hand and bounce it with this hand and then be able to bounce it back to this hand, okay? You're gonna keep doing that. So just try doing that back and forth for a few times, okay? Step number four, we're gonna try another activity and we're gonna go from, you're gonna have a partner. I don't have a partner here, but you are going to practice taking your ball and you're gonna bounce it to your partner. You wanna have one good bounce on the floor and then that is gonna, or a few, it doesn't matter. You can go one bounce, 2 bounces, and you wanna get your ball to your partner, okay? Your partner is just gonna be probably like, pretty close. We're gonna try this very small distance at first. So step number 4, we're gonna bounce it to our partner and your partner is going to get it. And you're gonna keep bouncing it back, okay? The final step, we are going to take that a little bit further and your partner is gonna go even further back. And your partner is gonna go, okay, and bounce that ball, bounce it to you. And we're gonna try that a few more times. So after you've done those 5 steps, by then you should be able to bounce a ball very successfully. Alrighty, bye!